Greetings, good people of planet Earth and elsewhere. Welcome back to the show. If you're new here, this is Raw Talk, and if you've been here before, you already know I'm Raw. So, this past weekend was Father's Day. I had a really good day, just kind of hung out with the kids. My wife kept asking me what I wanted to do, if there's anything special I wanted to do, anything like that. Nah, not really. I just want to chill on the couch with my kids. I don't really want to do too much, right? But yeah, so in honor of Father's Day, I want to talk about what it means to me being a father and also talk about my father as well. So without further ado, here we go. Being a father for me is the single most important thing I've ever done in my life. My greatest accomplishment. And I don't even know if I should necessarily call it an accomplishment yet because it's still ongoing. I'm doing my best, okay? I like to think I'm doing a pretty good job, and I try my best always. And it's just an amazing, incredible thing from the first moment my oldest son came out and I looked at him. It was just like everything just made sense in that moment. And everything I went through in life and all my hardships, struggles, obstacles, everything was to lead me to this moment looking at this child, right? And maybe a little dramatic, but it's what I felt, okay? And yeah, it's amazing. And it took probably a few weeks to really set in, 3-4 weeks into being home with baby. And I woke up, baby was already out with his mom and went to the kitchen, got something to drink, came back out in the living room, and I'm just looking at him like, yeah, he's still here. He's still here, and he's here to stay. He's not going anywhere. So it really took some time to set in. Like, oh my God, this is for the rest of life. Like he ain't just visiting. I don't know if anybody else out there has been through that or experienced that, but that was my experience with it. Like I said, it's great. It's amazing. I have a lot of fun with my kids. I spend literally all my free time with them. Anytime I'm not working is with them. And I love every second of it. Every second of it. And like I said, it's not always easy. You know, sometimes you have your rough days, your sleepless nights, your frustrations. But being a parent, I feel like your number one job is to always love your kids, no matter what. Give them all the love that you feel like you're possibly capable of in your heart, and then dig deeper. Dig deeper and find some more love and to just pour it all out into them because they need it. They need it. Those first couple years of life, I mean, their entire lives, but they're going to grow up and face the evils and hardships of the world, and they don't need it from the person that's supposed to love them more than anything in life. Okay, so and this is not supposed to be a parenting advice video, but I do feel like that's what it means to be a parent, and for me being a father is to love them with everything in me all the time. I do my best to do that. No matter the frustrations, no matter the overwhelm, no matter all the tiny fists that just fit right perfectly in your eye socket. You love them. I love my kids so much, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's the best thing I've ever done. But yeah, so on to my father. My father is amazing. I love him so much with all my heart, and he taught me everything I know about anything. And I'm sure I annoyed him when I was a kid with all my millions and millions of questions. But he always had an answer for every question, which is great. And I strive and aspire to be like that, which is why I spend so much time learning anything and everything that I can. And another reason I'm really excited to homeschool my kids as well is to go on that learning journey with them, you know, relearning the things that I may or may not have learned in school. I'm not sure what the curriculum is these days, but just learning and enjoying the experience along with them. And my parents gave me a chance to be homeschooled as well. I was only in public school till 3rd grade, so I started 4th grade in homeschool. My father mostly taught us himself, and then skipped 5th grade, started online school in 6th grade. That's a whole nother topic, but they gave me that opportunity. I really appreciate that as well. But yeah, father's great. He is strongest, most loving person I've ever met in my life. He always tried to do the best for us, even when things weren't all the way together, or, you know, we were struggling at certain points in our life, or we were struggling at certain points in our lives. And luckily, as children, we didn't really know screaming baby. Oh my god. What the hell? Dad, come get your grandchild because this is ridiculous. Even when things weren't all the way together, problems in the home, financial problems, whatever. Luckily, as children, we didn't really know a lot of it. We felt it more than we knew, but he always did his best for us, you know. Even when there wasn't a lot of money, he'd always scrape something together to take us somewhere and give us a good experience because he felt like that was important for us. Other times we'd go to my grandparents' house for the weekend. Sometimes we'd come back and our whole bed would be filled with toys, things we liked. I was into Star Wars. My brother was into like more car stuff and things like that. And he'd always do whatever it took to make sure we had things. And whether we had it at the time or it was his last dollar, he'd make sure we had it. And I appreciate him for that. One thing about my father too, he's the farthest thing from a quitter you could possibly imagine. it don't matter what card is stacked against him. No matter what it is, he's gonna figure it out. And no matter how many different things and business ideas that he's tried and failed over the years, he never just threw it out and gave up. There was always something else. Okay, this doesn't work. Well, we're gonna do this now. I took a lot from that. And that's what I try to do in my life now because I had that example. And, you know, when things aren't necessarily working out for me or if I feel like a failure in the things that I've done up until now, I always look back to him because, one, he's never given up on himself. He's never given up on me, no matter how many times he probably should have. So I think, why do I have the right to give up on myself? The answer is I don't. The answer is keep going. And that's what he taught me. And that's what we're doing. To this day, we keep going and we figure things out. And even to this day, he's a little bit older now, got some gray hairs because he's an old head. And even in the older age now, he still thinks he could whip me at basketball. And I let him because that's what a good son's gonna do. Good son's gonna let him win. But let him win so he can feel young again in that moment, you know. But that's about it. I mean, push-ups, arm wrestling, I got him. Sorry, Dad, but but yeah, it's great. I love him. I appreciate everything he is and everything he's done for me to grow into the man that I am today as well. And yeah, so Dad, happy Father's Day. And just remember, if you get a knock on the door and there's two kids waiting down there and you hear me skirting off down the street, just remember this video. Remember, I love you, okay? But yeah, so that was your Father's Day video. Hope everybody out there had a good Father's Day, all the good fathers out there, and all the deadbeats out there. Get your shit together. Get back to your kids. Your kids love you, and your kids need you. So shout out to all the good dads out there. Shout out to the GOAT dad right here, Bandit from Bluey. he's a lot of little kids' TV dad right now, and I need like half of his energy, I swear to God. But yeah, so with that, we'll see you guys in the next show. Remember to take care of yourself and take care of business. Raw out.